The purpose of man. The purpose of man, the question about what our purpose is, can also be thought about. What's our prime directive? What's the first order principle? What's the categorical imperative that we live under? The purpose of man is to build an ethical organization. And why this is necessary is because an ethical organization is reality. If you don't have an ethical organization, you don't have reality, because ethics is doing what is right, and you only can do what is right if what you're doing corresponds to what is real. If we're not building an ethical organization, we're not building something that corresponds to reality. When we lie, our lie doesn't reflect what is real. The problem that we face in this system of things, this reality we've constructed, is that it's not real. Reality is what is coherent. So when we lie, we're creating an inconsistency. We can say this isn't reflective of natural reality, but in the end, what is natural reality? It's really what our other concepts are. So if we say it's raining and it's not raining, we can look outside and say, it's not raining. But what we're really saying is that when we say it is raining, it has a particular meaning of precipitation coming down from the sky. If raining had a different meaning attached, then to see precipitation coming down or not coming down wouldn't impact the phrase it is raining or it is not raining. So we need to understand that what we're doing when we talk truth is we're creating a coherent set of concepts. We're using concepts in a coherent way, which means that we're thinking, we're articulating a set of concepts in a coherent way. And that's all that reality is, and all our sciences and our discoveries. It's finding out how our concepts cohere. So to create an ethical organization is no more or less than creating an organization in which all the component concepts fit together in a coherent framework. And if we say the boss is the autocrat and whatever he says goes, that would be fine if the conception of it was coherent. But of course, the boss is going to make a lot of stupid comments, a lot of stupid decisions. He's going to make orders that aren't going to be able to be carried out. So to say that the boss is the man that makes all the commands that are to be carried out is an idiotic statement. It's inarticulate because it doesn't jive with the reality, with what we actually know the boss to be. So the boss concept is really of a person who has this authority that is incoherent with an ethical organization, because an ethical organization is an organization where the concepts cohere, they make sense. So what we need in an ethical organization is not an autocrat, but people who can work together in a coherent way, who can create ideas and concepts and practices that are all self-consistent. So by its very nature, an ethical organization is not something built from the top down. It's organic. It arises as a birth as a cellular birth where there's a cell formed, a very primitive cell of a few people, and it gradually complexes and elements specializes, and it develops out of its environment. So the purpose of man is to create in a methodological way an ethical organization. We have to find people that we can work with and that we can develop within. And basically, so we need to create any organization at all is to create an ethical organization, because if the organization is going to have any structure, it has to have an ethical structure. The parts have to fit together, and the purpose of man is to do that, to find out how to do that, and to do it. And that's simply all that the purpose of man is to make sense of his reality, make sense of his concepts, make sense of how he thinks about reality.